Vice Admiral Vincent Delamere, Dean of IALA Worldwide Academy, the Chairman and the members of the National Hydrographic Council, all the Chairmen, Director Generals, serving and retired senior government officials, the National Hydrographer of Sri Lanka, the Defence Advisors and Defence Attaches from the friendly nations and foreign delegates, senior military officials, academia and undergraduates from universities, stakeholders, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's with immense pleasure and great honor that I stand before you today to deliver the keynote address on the occasion of World Hydrography Day celebration 2025. This annual event, celebrated on the 21st of June, is a moment to pause and recognize the immense value that hydrography brings to our world, particularly to the maritime domain. Hydrography, as many of you here know well, is the science of measuring and describing the physical features of ocean, seas, coastal areas, lakes and rivers. But it is much more than measurement and charts. It is a lifetime critical enabler for safe navigation, efficient port operations, maritime commerce, environmental protection, and coastal resilience. This year's theme, Seabed Mapping, Enabling Ocean Action, reminds us of hydrographic pivotal role in addressing today's global challenges, including climate change, rising sea levels, marine resource management, and sustainable development of coastal areas. As the chairman of the Sri Lanka Ports Authority, the strategic importance of hydrography to ports need not be emphasized. I speak not only from an administrative position, but from a deep appreciation of hydrography's real-world implications. For any port, whether it is deep sea hub, a regional logistic node, a fishing harbor, hydrography is at very core of its operations. Every vessel that enters or leaves any harbor does so based on hydrographic surveys. Every dredging decision, berth allocation, or expansion plan begins with a detailed understanding or study of the seabed. Ports rely on up-to-date nautical charts, tide and current predictions, and navigational warnings to ensure the safety of ships and cargo. As global maritime trade continues to grow, and as vessels increase in size, the demand for precise, real-time hydrographic data has shown a significant increase. The margin of error is shrinking, and hydrographic knowledge must rise to meet the complexities of modern navigation. Hydrography and digital transformation is moving side by side towards progress. We are witnessing a transformation in the way hydrographic data is collected, processed, and utilized in the present day's context. The shift from traditional methods to autonomous survey vessels, satellite-delivered bathymetry, AI-enhanced data analysis, and real-time electronic navigational charts is revolutionizing the field. Even in our Ports Authority, we have started incorporating these modern technologies to improve the efficiency and safety of operations. We are working closely with the Sri Lanka National Hydrographic Office to update charting data and promote the use of e-navigation platforms among mariners. Let me emphasize that this transformation is not merely technological, nevertheless also strategic. By harnessing hydrographic innovations, ports can increase berth availability, reduce vessel waiting time, lower dredging costs, and optimize ship routing. thereby reducing emissions and supporting sustainable maritime practices. Environmental and coastal resilience are very much connected to our topic. Hydrography plays an essential role in our response to climate change and natural disasters. In recent years, we have seen the devastating effects of coastal erosion, storm surges, and changing tidal patterns. Hydrographic data enables us to model these phenomena and design resilient infrastructure, plan coastal defenses, and safeguard communities that rely on the seas. Moreover, maritime spatial planning, offshore energy developments, and conservation of marine biodiversity all depend on accurate seabed mapping and oceanographic observations. In that sense, hydrography is a bridge between economic development and maritime environmental stewardship. Oceans are common spaces that demands international collaboration. We need to deliberate on the role of International Hydrographic Organization. Therefore, we must acknowledge the International Hydrographic Organization, IHO in short, which has led commendable efforts to standardize best hydrographic practices, promote data sharing, and enhance global operation for over a century. Thanks to IHO's work, mariners around the world can access consistent, interoperable charts and services, regardless of which port or coastline that they approach. Regional bodies such as the North Indian Ocean Hydrographic Commission also deserves our appreciation for their untiring work in building capacity, fostering technical exchange, and improving coverage in areas that are uncharted or vulnerable. In this context, it's our obligation to support these efforts and encourage greater integration between hydrographic services and maritime stakeholders. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of hydrography is bright, but it also demands continued investment, collaboration, and foresight. We must ensure that hydrographic data becomes more open, accessible, and usable not just for mariners, but for coastal planners, researchers, educators, and emergency responders. In this context, we must also engage in common capacity building endeavors, especially in developing nations, to ensure that no region is left behind in this era of digital navigation and blue economic development. We must inspire the next generation of hydrographers, the young men and women who will carry forward the legacy of charting the unknown, safeguarding the seas, and connecting the world. In conclusion, as we celebrate the World Hydrography Day, let us remember that behind every safe voyage, every well-managed harbor, and every resilient coastline, there is hydrography. Let us honor the skilled professional hydrographic surveyors, cartographers, and mariners who are committed to this noble pursuit. And let us move forward together with renewed commitment and supporting hydrographic engagement of the country, thus being a pillar of safe, efficient, and sustainable maritime development institute. Thank you once again for providing me this opportunity, and wish you all the meaningful and inspiring World Hydrography Day. Thank you so much.